Okay, now we're back on PKMN-id LCQ 2018, powered by Tokopedia. Last chance qualifier. Now we're on Swiss round 4. Is a best of 3. Now it's me Taufik again with Williams Harry from the previous round. Okay, so for this round, I think we will have Kemal Mahmud from Jakarta, which scored 2-1, and also Angga Ginanjar from Bandung, which also scored 2-1. So this might be a death match for them, yeah.
Yeah. Because if both players can, this is like a win or lose point for them. Because if they gain the point here, they might be able to advance to the day 2. But if they
lose, then probably no chance.
Yeah,
a bit no chance then.
This is like the real last chance qualifier.
Yeah, the real last chance, the real last round probably for them. We're still waiting for the players. Maybe we can switch to the game round. Okay, so maybe you wanted to read the lineup for both teams.
Okay, for the both teams we have Kemal here. Kemal's team quite unique actually because it looks like a rain team, but we don't really see any automatic setters like maybe Politoad or Paliper. Maybe Zapdos here can set up the rain dance, but we don't know what strategy that Kemal here brings. Here we have Angga, which carries a variant of the Japan Sun team, where the Japan Sun usually brings Tyranitar instead of Gigalith here. By having Gigalith here, Gigalith can operate under Trick Room with Porygon 2 over there, and for the fast mode, maybe it can have the Salamence, the Gigalith, and the Excadrill. When Excadrill taking advantage of the Sand Rush ability, which doubles its speed when under the Sandstorm that Gigalith brings.
Yeah, so pretty interesting team from both players. While Kemal is having like a rain team, but without rain. Meanwhile, Angga is bringing the variation of the same team. And of course, the presence of Milotic is really good because there's a lot of physical attacker there. Verton, Executor, and Gigalith, of course, to deter Intimidate. And Kemal is having Intimidate in the form of Arcanine. We rarely see an Arcanine in this format, right?
Yeah, in this format. Maybe because Arcanine here have been outclassed mainly by Landorus Therian, and right now with the existence of Incineroar, the Intimidate Incineroar, which have better typing, better passive coverage,
and Fake
Out especially, that might not be able to be a redeeming point for Arcanine over here.
So actually, do you know the ability from Ludicolo outside Swiss Swim? Is it on tempo?
Rain Dish. I think
it still needs the rain.
Yeah, it still needs the rain.
So it's interesting because if the Ludicolo is having a single target, where it will be redirected by Storm Drain. So maybe Ludicolo is having Surf. Maybe.
Or maybe Kasudon set up the rain dance, and maybe Ludicolo takes advantage of the rain dance with Surf.
Or maybe that's possible.
Boosting the gun.
Okay, now we're on the 4th round on the PKMN-id LCQ 2018. Last chance qualifier. Kemal Mahmud on the left side from Jakarta, Angga Ginanjar from Bandung on the right side. Paul on 2-1, and of course this event is brought to you by Tokopedia, Logitech G, PS Enterprise, DX Racer, also in collaboration with the group event Indonesia Game Xperience. Now we have Angga leading with Porygon 2 and also Salamence. Meanwhile, Kemal is having Ludicolo and Medicham as lead.
Okay, with Salamence and Porygon 2, here Angga have many choices. Salamence maybe can be used to set up the fast mode of the team, or maybe Salamence can switch out and switch with maybe Gigalith, or on this case maybe Ferrothorn is more preferable. Although we have Medicham here, we have to be careful of high jump kick maybe, or Drain Punch. And here Medicham and Ludicolo both threaten Salamence a lot, so maybe Salamence will switch out to avoid the Ice Beam from Ludicolo, or Medicham using Ice Punch. And we have to take note here that both Ludicolo and Medicham have Fake Out.
Fake Out, yeah, but I don't think that he will double Fake Out.
No, maybe it's Fake Out both Pokemon.
But the point is, Salamence should be the faster strat because Ludicolo doesn't have rain. But we see that Angga is withdrawing the Salamence, probably want to preserve the Intimidate and try to set up a Trick Room here. with the slow mode, and Medicham is actually proven to be the mega threat by Kemal in this game. Mega Medicham, how are you today?
Maybe a fake out to Porygon 2 to prevent the trick room.
Yep. Oh, so actually the follow goes.
Thorn.
Double fake out.
Maybe. Or maybe followed by Ice Punch, you never know.
Oh, it's actually a
Brick
big
Break. Porygon 2 dealing a lot of damage, half of its health.
That's close to hit KO there, but do you think it's the right call to fake out the Salaman slot instead of the Porygon slot?
It might be a logical choice if you fake out it and then you Ice Punch, maybe, but in this case, I don't really...
Or maybe he's afraid that the Medicham will be knocked out by Salaman.
Yeah, Salaman.
The flying type because of the typing.
Kemal here wants to prevent Porygon 2 from setting up Trick Room, but the Trick Room is already up. And here maybe Angga wants to opt for a recover on Porygon to prevent it from being KO'd early in the game. But Fairthorn here have to be careful too, because Brick Break will probably do a lot of damage to Fairthorn.
Yeah, we see the Ludicolo being brought back, and now Zapdos takes the field, replacing Ludicolo.
Zapdos here can provide offensive pressure with Heat Wave, protect from Medicham.
Oh, Gyro Ball.
Protected.
I think he's afraid of the Medicham, especially because the Medicham usually have the various punches, the elemental punches.
But
no, I think that the double fake out on the first turn is the safest play. The safest play.
It's probably the safest play. And here we have two Pokemon here that is very threatening for Fairthorn, because it can Heat Wave and then follow it up with Brick Break.
So actually, Angga's team is really weak against Medicham because the slow mode. Actually, Porygon to Gigalith, Expert Drill, and Fairthorn is weak to fighting.
Yes, all of it is weak to Medicham. Oh, it's switch out to Gigalith here.
Yeah, it actually Kemal with it. I just target Fairthorn with the fighting move. But actually we throw the Medicham to Arcanine to intimidate the possibility of Fairthorn, and luckily because it's on Trick Room, the Gigalith enter the field before the Arcanine, so the Arcanine can get that intimidate off to the Gigalith. Now we see the Ice Beam to the Zapdos. Zapdos is usually a bit bulky and it's no boost from the download, and now the Gigalith.
As predicted. And here, actually, by switching it Gigalith and Kemal switching out the Medicham, burn on Gigalith because of the Heat Wave. So maybe Rock Slide from Gigalith won't be able to pick up the KO on both Zapdos and Arcanine.
Yeah, usually Gigalith also has the possibility of Rock Yumzi, but yeah, with the burn and the one intimidate, I think it won't knock. It might knock out Zapdos from that range, but I'm not really sure though.
Or it might even be able to take out the Arcanine. Maybe Arcanine.
I'm not sure because it's minus one and burn.
Minus one and burn. But Arcanine usually doesn't invest very much in the defense stat because it's already having the intimidate. Yeah. And Gigalith having quite good attack stat here. But we can. Well, let's see with the minus one and burn, how much damage can Gigalith do?
Yeah. I'd say the burn really matters, of course, because the Gigalith is like the main attacker on the Trick Room. We see the Zapdos is protecting, so we have seen Protect and Heat Wave. Rock Slide going to hit the Arcanine. Let's see how much damage. Oh, that's a crit. That's a crit.
That's a lot of damage actually.
That's a crit. That's a
critical hit.
Oh, Ice Beam to the Zapdos. Okay, so the crit.
A close combat. The Porygon. That's actually a lot of damage from critical
That's
hit.
not a critical. I thought it was banded or something.
Yeah, I thought it was banded or maybe life form. We don't know.
Oh, but with the Sam actually took it out. But let's see, where is it a berry? No. Okay, so the Arcanine is not berry, and the Zapdos is leftovers actually.
So with seeing that the Arcanine is not berry, maybe it have the
I don't know. Zero?
Move, maybe.
I don't know.
It's very unpredictable right here.
Yeah. Kemal is really unpredictable. We don't really see that this kind of thing that much, and we see that Salamence enters the field again, replacing the dead Porygon. I think Trick Room is still up, so Salamence probably wants to protect and Gigalith Rock Slide try to knock out the Arcanine.
But here, Gigalith is also safe to Rock Slide because it will still do a lot of damage to Arcanine and chip damage on Zapdos. Maybe Salamence. If Zapdos does not carry Hidden Power Ice, is safe to set up because Trick Room will be over soon.
Yeah, Trick Room will be over soon. I guess this might be like the last turn. Okay, we see the Mega Evolution from Angga. Salaman's gonna replace the ability intimidate with Air Relay to boost its normal move by 20%. And yeah, we see the Protect Augment, so it's not so fast. Not rock slide. Let's see how much damage can it deal to the Zapdos. And we know that it's not a very Zapdos, so it's pretty much safe.
Yeah,
okay, that's but actually it's really...
The Trick Room is over soon, so setting up Kelvin here is a very good choice. And a Hyper Voice blocked by the Arcanine.
Yeah, but the point is, now Zapdos resisted the Hyper Voice, so it won't knock out. And when the Trick Room is over, then now Kemal should get the speed advantage.
Yeah,
is it over?
No. Yeah.
Wait. So many effects. Trick Room is over. Yeah, this is really good.
Tailwind up on Kemal's side. This is very advantageous for Kemal because both Ludicolo and Medicham threaten Salamence with either Ice Beam or Ice Punch, and even if Angga switches out to Ferrothorn, is still very much.
It's not safe in front of Zapdos and Arcanine also. The good thing is now Angga doesn't have any Trick Room setter anymore, and yeah, there's too many weakness to fighting moves. We can see the Thunderbolt is going to chip the Salamence and deals neutral, and artillery we have another close combat to Ferrothorn, but Ferrothorn takes it like a champ.
Not dealing a lot of damage here.
Yeah, wait, is the Arcanine intimidated?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because the Arcanine is intimidated, that's why the damage is good. And single target Hyper Force may still knocks out.
I don't expect Arcanine to deal that little damage I think to Ferrothorn because even though it's not a stab move from Arcanine, but Arcanine attack stat is not really. And close combat is a high-powered base power move. So that little damage is either the Ferrothorn investing very much or Arcanine not investing much in attack.
Another suicide there. So again, Kemal now is having double pressure pick out. Ferrothorn might deal a lot of damage with Tailwind up with Gyro Ball actually, but the question is, can Ferrothorn land an attack before it dies?
Yes, because Medicham here threatens both the Ferrothorn and Salamence, so it's a mind game for Angga right here because Salamence can take out the Salamence can take out both of these Pokemon, but Medicham can take it out first with Ice Punch. Or maybe Medicham can knock out Ferrothorn with Break. Well, see here, Salamence goes for Protect, so maybe fake out, blocked by Salamence. Break coming to Ferrothorn, KOing it.
Knock it out because of the ability Huge Power. Is it Huge Power?
It is Huge Power. So doubling Medicham's attack.
I think if actually Angga protected the both of the Pokemon, then next turn he can switch the Salamence to Gigalith. Then he preserve the Salamence outside Tailwind, then he can attack the
that's true. And this case, which is actually quite a bad position for Angga right now, probably the best chance is to double protect the Salamence. Double protect, and on the next turn when the Tailwind is over, Salamence can use Hyper Voice to take down both the Ludicolo and the Medicham in one turn.
Yeah, but we see that Medicham is returning the Ice Punch, not intimidated with huge power. No, it's not huge power, it's pure power.
Pure power.
Okay, then we see a
Ginanjar dealing a lot of damage, although inside
that's critical. That's why we see a lot of critical game.
So many status, so many intimidate, so many enter and so many crits on this game.
Yeah, so this is probably Kemal gonna take the game one, especially with the chip damage from the burn. We haven't saw any item yet from Gigalith, so it might be a Z-move, but maybe Angga wants to preserve that information for the next game.
Seeing from Angga's team, maybe the most probable choice, Gigalith may be Z-move, but here we can probably think that Excadrill can also be a Z-move.
Oh yeah, Excadrill also usually doing a ground UZ. I think do you think that this is a really bad matchup because the Angga team is really weak against Medicham?
Yes, only by singly, only by bringing Medicham, Kemal have already a lot of advantage against Angga right here. Even if Angga brings his other Pokemons, the only one that could really answers for Medicham is Milotic.
Yeah, but Milotic only take hits, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Probably trying to scald and burn.
Yeah, and on this game, maybe Kemal can also bring Gastrodon against Milotic, which is a lot of problem too.
Because Ferrothorn doesn't seem like a problem with the presence of either Arcanine, Zapdos, or Medicham, because Ferrothorn is not that threatening yet.
But we have to also note here that we only know 3 moves from Medicham, which are Brick Break, the Ice Punch, and the Fake Out.
Wait.
Have you seen another move?
No, it has not. I think it had not Fake Out yet.
It had not Fake Out. So maybe only 2 moves right now.
Yeah,
Ice Punch and Brick
And I
Break.
guess probably the last one should be Protect. Yeah, maybe Fake Out Protect, I don't know. But Ludicolo always did the Fake Out there.
But Medicham could also run maybe other elemental punches.
Yeah, maybe Fire
so we
Punch.
can see Ferrothorn doesn't get Fire Punch, so maybe it doesn't bring Fire Punch. Maybe it could carry Thunder Punch, maybe for the likes of Tabu Fini, maybe.
Yeah, Thunder Punch and else. So how do you think Angga can adjust with Kemal's lineup here?
To be honest, I still can't really adapt to Kemal's game playstyle. I don't really know what Kemal will lead in the next turn, but maybe.
Do you think leading the Sand lead is good?
Maybe it's good knowing some of the moves that Kemal already revealed on the previous turn.
Yeah, maybe he can just protect on the first turn to avoid the fake out and maybe try to do with the extra deal.
Maybe.
But okay, now we're going to the game 2. Will Angga snatch back the game 2 or Kemal Mahmud will prolong his hope to be in the grand final? We see that this is a Salamence and a Ferrothorn, a change from the previous Porygon 2 to the Ferrothorn, and now it's a Metagross Zapdos.
It's quite a unique pick too for Metagross and Zapdos over here. Again, and Metagross. Oh, it's activated.
Wait, so it actually activates!
Actually,
I was discussing with Benjamin. Benjamin said it doesn't activate because the stat was low.
Yeah,
it's not
just
lower.
the ability clear body.
Yeah, but actually it activates now. Metagross is the fastest without the intimidate. It can ice punch the Salamence.
Yes, and
Ferrothorn hitwave, Zapdos hitwave the Ferrothorn.
or Metagross can other than Ice Punch, maybe Metagross here. If Salamence doesn't have any move that can threaten Metagross, maybe it can set up with Meteor Mash. Waiting for that +1 attack.
Probably Ice Punch is much more safer.
Yeah, but Ice Punch is much more safer, of course, in this game.
Okay, so Metagross is not the Mega because it's an Adrenaline Orb. We see that Angga is bringing Mega Salamence again to the field. Ferrothorn uses Protect, not going to be hit by any kind of hit wave shenanigan. And there it is!
Punch.
Ice Punch, will it knock out? No punch.
Picks up the KO.
Yeah. No Thought Cloud, still enough to knock out Metagross, the fastest in the field with the tail right now.
Now, probably none of Angga's team can outspeed Metagross, even if Angga sends out the Gigalith and the Excadrill combo.
Yeah, I think, it should be because the Metagross is +3.
Yes, but here, the risk if Porygon is sent out, then the speed priority will be reversed because of the Trick Room.
But it seems that Angga doesn't bring Porygon because if Angga brings Porygon, I think that this is the time that he wants the Porygon in because you can set up a Trick Room, then you can Gyro Ball things.
Here, Metagross is in a very good position because Ferrothorn can't do anything to harm Metagross. Maybe only setting up a Leech Seed so that it can stall out Metagross.
Yeah, but it's really hard to stall against Zapdos if it has a Heat Wave.
Yeah.
Because also it's very effective against Gigalith.
Oh, and Iron Head.
3 KO. Personal things chance. We see the Heat Wave going with Zapdos. Ferrothorn not gonna knock it out.
Knocking out. So maybe it's a rather defensive version of the Zapdos, and on knockoff we can see the coming to the Metagross to chip damage because we have seen that it's carrying the Adrenaline Orb, and Rock Slide doing a lot of damage. Oh, critical hit on Metagross. That's why it seems like quite some damage actually on the Metagross.
Yeah. So now I'm thinking, what is the item of Gigalit? Because if the Gigalit has review, I think I want to knock out maybe Zapdos, so I won't get hit wave again.
Yeah. Or maybe Gigalith bring maybe a non-life orb boosting item such as maybe Rock Incense
Yeah,
or
the kind of Rock Incense.
Plate.
Yeah.
That's a very rare, but considering that Gigalith main move are rock type moves like Rock Slide or maybe
Stone
Edge maybe to surprise the opponent. Maybe Rock Plate or Rock Incense is not a bad choice right here.
Yeah, now we see the Metagross Ironhead just outspeeding any Pokemon. Gigalit now knocks out critical hit, doesn't matter at all. Gigalit knocks out. Now Zapdos hit wave. Okay, that's gonna fight, but let's see.
A knockoff.
Now knock off to the Metagross with the
Picking
chip
up the
damage
KO.
from the critical before now knocks it out. Now it's able to knock it out. But now Kemal is still having 3 of his Pokemon. I mean, Angga has down to his last 2 and Verton is really on low health.
Oh, and we see Ludicolo on Kemal's side. And Excadrill, on Excadrill on this setup is
Will Excadrill outspeed Zapdos?
with the tailwind up. Probably no.
Zapdos should be.
Probably if Zapdos is rather fast set. If they
Yeah, but anyway, Ludicolo can still fake out.
Yeah.
Ludicolo can still fake out here.
Can stall out the Sandstorm turn.
Yeah, we can see that Angga is gonna try to stall the tailwind, so to make sure that Excadrill will go first and gonna hit that Rock Slide, we see a fake out to the Excadrill. That's a logical choice, and Heat Wave is actually super effective to both of the Pokemon, so this is really dangerous, but the tailwind should be petered out this turn.
The tailwind should be over right on this turn maybe.
Yeah, it should be. Now Angga is much more easier to Rock Slide. Rock Slide probably knocks out Zapdos, and Angga has to believe on the flinch.
Yeah, because if it doesn't flinch the Ludicolo, then
Ludicolo can try a water attack to
can
Excadrill.
do a lot of damage with water type attack.
And because Excadrill is ground type, it doesn't get the special defense boost. Oh, we see that the damage is really little.
Maybe no water attack.
Maybe no water attack. Or just to prolong, we see that it recovers a lot of damage. Now we have now we can see what item Ludicolo is having.
Assault
Fast. So
quite popular choice, but in the previous VGCs like in 4T, as I remember, there's a lot of Assault Fast Ludicolo, but not in this format. It's very quite uncommon.
Assault Fast is maybe the second most common after Water UMZ. But Kemal doesn't have any rain setter anyway, so yeah, Assault Fast is a logical choice. So now Excadrill, I think it still needs to flinch Ludicolo, as we've seen that Ludicolo got a lot of health from Excadrill, especially that Excadrill is having a lot of base ACPG. It missed Zapdos anyway.
And Heat Wave should be able to deal a lot of damage. Maybe taking out the Excadrill.
No. Nice on, but Ludicolo Hydro Pump and it connects. So yeah, it's a really unique team from Kemal.
Yes, I don't see that Adrenaline Orb Metagross coming.
Yeah, actually,
that's an interesting pick of Pokemon and move.
This is the first time I've seen that. I thought because the stat doesn't drop, then it doesn't activate. It actually activates. And actually, without even the Thought Cloud, is enough to knock out the Mega Salamander. Yes. So, what do you think about unique team? But it seems that the matchup is really bad for Angga.
Yeah. In this particular matchup, I think here Kemal wins because of the good matchup against the opposite team. As we see before, Medicham can answer a lot of Pokemon that Angga brings here. With its stab or with its coverage, with like Ice Punch, with Brick Break, and well, Angga here doesn't have a lot to answer. Only Angga have played really well on game 2 to take back the game, but it doesn't seem that the luck is on his side, because if only that Rock Slide flinches maybe once or twice, that could bring the game to Angga so that it can be one same. And
Also,
bring it to
another
game
problem
three.
is that Angga doesn't bring his speed control on the second game. I think he's pretty afraid of Medicham, so he doesn't win. Or he doesn't want to bring the Porygon, but
Yeah.
actually that kind of cost the game because when the Tailwind is up, then he cannot do anything
Yeah.
with the Slowmon.
Especially when there's probably like no more choice, no more chance for the Zapdos to set up Tailwind with the offensive pressure of Kemal's team. So yeah, there's probably nothing else Angga can really do there.
So yeah, that's the fourth round of Swiss with a Metagross with Adrenaline Orb. Maybe you will only see this in Indonesia, man. So okay, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna have a short break and proceed to the last round, which is the fifth round. So thank you and see you.